In this video, we're going to delve into the principles of Stoicism and explore 11 things that you absolutely must delete from your life in silence. Now you might be wondering why in silence. Well, dear viewer, silence is the key to inner peace and true happiness. It allows us to reflect, recharge, and reconnect with ourselves by deleting these specific things from our lives. We create space for growth, clarity, and tranquility. So what are these things that we need to bid farewell to? Throughout this video, I will not only share these 11 things with you, but also provide insights and practical tips on how to effectively delete them from your life. Remember, deleting these things from your life might not be easy, but it is necessary. It is through letting go of what no longer serves us that we make room for personal growth and a more fulfilling life. So get ready to declutter your life and find true inner peace. Let's negative self-talk begin. Number 1. Negative self-talk. In the realm of our inner thoughts, we often find ourselves engaged in a destructive dialogue, one that is shrouded in negativity and self-criticism. The power of this negative self-talk is immense, as it erodes our self-esteem, diminishes our sense of worthiness, and hinders our personal growth. It is time for us to rise above these detrimental patterns and cultivate a mindset that is filled with self-compassion and positive affirmations. Renowned philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This quote serves as a reminder that our thoughts have the potential to shape our reality. Therefore, it is crucial for us to consciously choose thoughts that empower us, rather than ones that sabotage our progress. Negative self-talk often arises out of comparison, self-doubt, or a distorted perception of our capabilities. To break free from these chains, we must first become aware of our negative thoughts. Acknowledge their presence, but do not allow them to define who we are. Instead, replace them with positive affirmations and nurturing self-compassion in our journey towards self-growth. It is vital to cultivate habits that reinforce a positive mindset. Start by practicing gratitude, as it allows us to shift our focus from what is lacking to the abundance that surrounds us. Another practical tip is to surround ourselves with positive influences such as uplifting books, motivational podcasts, or supportive friends. Additionally, engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment can drown out the whispers of self-doubt. Remember, we have the power to choose our thoughts, and by consistently replacing negativity with positivity, we can transform our inner landscape into one of strength, resilience, and self-love. Number 2. Toxic relationships. We often encounter toxic relationships that can poison our souls and hinder our growth. These connections, plagued by negativity, drama, and disrespect, seep into our lives like venom, devouring our happiness and draining our energy. We must recognize the power these relationships hold over us and summon the strength to cut ties with those who bring us down. The first step towards freeing ourselves from the clutches of toxic relationships is to surround ourselves with individuals who uplift and support us. We must seek out those who radiate positivity, inspiration, and genuine care. Surrounding ourselves with the right people allows us to bask in their positive energy, empowering us to evolve into the best versions of ourselves. Remember, we are the average of the people we surround ourselves with. To effectively delete toxic relationships from our lives, we must also set strong boundaries and prioritize our well-being. As the profound philosopher Socrates emphasized, an unexamined life is not worth living. Take time to reflect on which relationships are toxic and detrimental to your growth. Be honest with yourself and gather the courage to detach yourself from these toxic ties. It may be painful and challenging, but your mental, emotional, and spiritual health is of utmost importance. Above all, remember that you have the power and the right to safeguard your peace and unhealthy habits. Happiness. Number 3, unhealthy habits. Developing unhealthy habits can have a detrimental impact on our lives, both physically and mentally. Whether it is excessive drinking, smoking, or overeating, these habits tend to consume us, trapping us in a cycle of self-destruction. However, it is crucial to recognize these harmful behaviors and make a conscious effort to eliminate them from our lives. It may be challenging to face these demons head-on, as they have become ingrained in our daily routines and provide a false comfort. However, by accepting the need for change and inner growth, we become the architects of our own destiny. One practical tip for eliminating unhealthy habits is to replace them with positive alternatives rather than turning to excessive drinking or smoking. As a means of coping, we can explore healthier outlets such as exercise, meditation, or pursuing creative endeavors. By addressing the underlying issues that drive us towards these destructive habits, we can fill the void with activities that nourish our souls. Another crucial aspect of breaking free from these vices is building a strong support system, surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who are dedicated to personal growth and well-being, can provide the encouragement and accountability needed to overcome these challenges. As the philosopher Seneca stated, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you." It is vital for us to introspect and recognize the unhealthy habits that hold us back from living our best lives. Remember, we are not defined by our past actions, but rather by the choices we make in the present moment. Let us choose growth, resilience, and a life of positivity, leaving behind the darkness that once consumed regret and guilt. Number 4. Regret and guilt. Developing the ability to let go of regret and guilt is paramount. For personal growth and inner peace, reflecting upon our actions and learning from our past is essential, but constantly replaying negative scenarios in our minds only serves to keep us trapped in a cycle of self-blame and negativity. To break free from the shackles of regret and guilt, we must first acknowledge that we are human and bound to make mistakes. It is in these mistakes that we find valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Our mistakes shape us, teach us humility, and allow us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Instead of dwelling on our past missteps, we should shift our focus toward forgiveness. By forgiving ourselves for our mistakes, we can cultivate inner peace and create space for personal growth. It is through self-forgiveness that we can begin to heal our wounds and allow ourselves to move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. In addition to self-forgiveness, it is also crucial to extend forgiveness to others. Holding on to grudges and resentment only adds to the weight of regret and guilt. The philosopher Epicurus once said, "Forgiveness is better than revenge, for forgiveness is the sign of a gentle nature." By practicing forgiveness towards those who have wronged us, we can release ourselves from the burden of carrying resentment and create room for positive energy and growth. Number 5. Material possessions. Material possessions. In the pursuit of true fulfillment and inner peace, it is crucial to liberate ourselves from the shackles of material possessions that do not bring us joy or add value to our lives. We find ourselves entangled in a web of consumerism, constantly seeking to acquire more and more, only to realize that material wealth does not equate to true happiness. It is time to embrace minimalism, to strip away the unnecessary clutter and create space for what truly matters. In this age of excess, it is crucial to question our motives for accumulating material possessions. Are we acquiring them out of necessity, or are they merely filling a void within us? Embracing minimalism invites us to reflect on our true desires and prioritize what brings us genuine joy, rather than succumbing to societal pressures and materialistic standards. to effectively delete these unnecessary possessions from our lives, we must first cultivate a mindset of detachment. We must learn to separate our self-worth from our material possessions, recognizing that our true value lies not in what we own, but in who we are as individuals. By adopting the philosophy of minimalism, we can reevaluate our consumption habits and consciously choose to surround ourselves only with items that bring us joy and add value to our lives. Practical tips for embracing minimalism include decluttering our physical spaces, starting with one small area at a time. By carefully examining each item, we can determine its importance and decide whether it truly enhances our lives. We must also question the messages propagated by advertisements and societal norms, recognizing that their influence may be leading us astray from our true desires. Slowly but surely, we can cultivate a minimum lifestyle that frees us from the burden of excess, allowing us to focus on what truly matters: our relationships, experiences, and personal growth. Number 6. Comparisons. Developing the skill of not comparing ourselves to others is a crucial step towards self-acceptance and personal growth. We often fall into the trap of comparing our abilities, successes, and appearances to those around us, which inevitably leads to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. However, it is vital for us to realize that each person possesses unique strengths, weaknesses, and individual journeys. Embracing this understanding allows us to let go of the constant need for validation and approval from others. A renowned philosopher once said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." This quote resonates deeply, reminding us that constantly measuring ourselves against others only serves to steal away our happiness and contentment. To break free from the destructive habit of comparison, we must redirect our focus towards our own potential and self-improvement. Instead of fixating on what others have achieved or their perceived advantages, we should devote our energy and efforts towards unlocking our own capabilities. By embracing this philosophy, we foster an inner realization that our worth does not rely on comparison, but rather on our commitment to personal growth and becoming the best version of ourselves. This introspective journey allows us to navigate life with a sense of purpose and fulfillment, unburdened by the constant need to measure up to others. Let us strive to cultivate a mindset that celebrates individuality, appreciates the beauty of our own strengths, and embraces the unique path we are destined to. Impulsive reactions. Number 7. Impulsive reactions. It is crucial to resist impulsive reactions when facing life's chaos. These reactions, driven by our immediate emotions and instincts, often lead us to act without thoughtful consideration, leaving us to regret our choices later on. However, by cultivating emotional intelligence and self-control, we can learn to respond to situations with thoughtfulness and calmness, transcending our impulsive nature. As the wise philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures." These words resonate deep within our souls, tapping into our innermost motivations and urging us to strive for control over our impulsive reactions. Impulsive reactions can have consequences, both for ourselves and those around us. They constrain relationships, hinder personal growth, and hinder progress in various aspects of life. By practicing emotional intelligence, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own emotions and motivations. This self-awareness allows us to recognize the triggers that ignite our impulsive reactions and take preemptive measures to diffuse them. Moreover, by cultivating self-control, we become the masters of our own actions, no longer surrendering to the whims of our instant impulses. As philosopher Epicurus once advised, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Embracing these words, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, relinquishing the shackles of our impulsive nature and becoming empowered agents of thoughtful responses. In doing so, we not only cultivate our own inner peace, but also contribute to a more harmonious, limiting beliefs world. Number 8. Limiting beliefs in the journey of personal growth. One of the greatest obstacles we face is the presence of limiting beliefs. These self-imposed barriers restrict our potential and prevent us from reaching new heights of success and fulfillment. To unlock our true potential, we must challenge and eliminate these limiting beliefs, beliefs that reside within us. Embracing a growth mindset is the first step towards conquering these barriers. By recognizing that our abilities and talents can be developed through dedication and hard work, we open ourselves up to endless possibilities. Start by identifying these beliefs and questioning their validity. Are they based on rational thinking or merely fueled by fear? Engaging in self-reflection and introspection allows us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and uncover the underlying causes of these beliefs once identified. It is important to challenge these beliefs with evidence to the contrary. Seek out counter-examples and success stories that disprove the validity of these limiting beliefs. Surround yourself with individuals who believe in your potential and can provide encouragement and support. Lastly, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones is crucial for long-lasting change. Cultivate a positive and empowering mindset by affirming your capabilities and focusing on your strengths. By embracing a growth mindset, challenging these beliefs, and replacing them with empowering thoughts, we can break free from their constraints and unlock our true potential. Let us embark on this transformative journey together, transcending the limitations that hold us back and embracing a future filled with endless possibilities. Procrastination. Number 9. Procrastination. Developing discipline and a strong work ethic is crucial in breaking the cycle of procrastination. In order to prioritize tasks effectively, it is important to identify and set clear goals. By having a clear vision of what we want to achieve, we can better allocate our time and energy towards those tasks that truly matter. Additionally, taking small steps towards achievement is key in navigating through the overwhelming feeling that often accompanies large projects. Breaking down tasks into smaller, manageable chunks not only makes them feel more attainable, but also provides a sense of progress and accomplishment along the way. Procrastination, the enemy of productivity, can be overcome by cultivating discipline and a strong work ethic. As this wise philosopher reminds us, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. By consistently prioritizing our tasks and working towards achieving our goals, we can develop the habit of being productive and efficient. It is important to remember that the journey towards overcoming procrastination is not easy, but it is worth it. We must embrace the discomfort and push through our inner resistance in order to grow and achieve our full potential. So let us embark on this journey together, supporting and encouraging each other along the way as we break free from the chains of procrastination and embrace the power of discipline and a strong work, perfectionism ethic. Number 10. Perfectionism. In our pursuit of perfection, we often become trapped in a never-ending cycle of self-doubt and self-criticism. We set impossibly high standards for ourselves, expecting nothing less than flawlessness in every aspect of our lives. However, this pursuit of perfection can lead to tremendous stress and anxiety, paralyzing us from taking any action at all. It is important for us to let go of this need for perfection and instead embrace a mentality of progress. We must accept that mistakes and imperfections are not only natural but also essential for our growth and learning. In order to truly evolve and reach our full potential, we must overcome our fear of failure and embrace the lessons that come from making mistakes. By viewing these imperfections as stepping stones on our journey rather than as roadblocks, we can shift our mindset towards continuous improvement. Another practical tip to overcome perfectionism is to set realistic and attainable goals for ourselves, rather than striving for perfection in every endeavor. We should focus on progress and improvement by letting go of our need for perfection and embracing imperfections as opportunities for growth. We can cultivate a mindset of progress. It is only through embracing our mistakes and setbacks that we can truly develop and reach our full potential. Number 11. Social media. Social media addiction. Addiction in our modern world, where technology has become an integral part of our everyday lives. One cannot deny the allure and addictive nature of social media platforms. It seems like we have become slaves to our screens, constantly seeking validation and connection in the virtual world. However, it is crucial for us to recognize the detrimental impact of social media addiction and strive to break free from its clutches to develop a healthier relationship with social media. We must first reduce the time we spend on these platforms and establish healthy boundaries. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through endless feeds, we should focus on fostering real-life connections and engaging in activities that bring genuine happiness and fulfillment. As the philosopher Epicurus once famously said, we must habituate ourselves to a particular detachment from our desires and not be easily disturbed by the withdrawal of things we love. Deleting social media from our lives may seem like a daunting task, but it is not impossible. It requires a conscious effort to resist the temptation and replace the void with meaningful interactions and productive endeavors. Remember, we must learn to live in the present moment as our true selves, rather than merely existing in the virtual realm, as the philosopher Alan Watts wisely pointed out. By acknowledging the negative impact of social media addiction and taking steps towards breaking free from it, we can reclaim our time, energy, and inner peace. Let us embrace the wisdom of these philosophers and rise above the superficialities of the digital age. Together, we can cultivate a healthier and more balanced relationship with technology and rediscover the true essence of human connection. By deleting things in silence, we unleash the power of our own thoughts and intuition. We create space within ourselves to listen to our inner voice, making way for clarity and wisdom. Through this process, we become the architects of our own reality, consciously curating the elements that align with our true selves. It is through this practice that we can fully embrace Stoicism and find solace in the depths of our own souls. I hope this philosophical reflection has resonated with you, and I encourage you to contemplate its teachings in your own life. Remember, silence can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and growth. Thank you for tuning in, and until we meet again, stay strong, stay resilient.